Every 40 seconds, someone in America has a stroke. Most people think strokes happen randomly, but research reveals that one specific food dramatically increases your risk, and it's probably in your kitchen right now. Many seniors eat this food daily, believing it's harmless. Today, you'll discover what it is and why eliminating it could save your life. After 60, your stroke risk increases dramatically. Blood vessels become less flexible, plaque accumulates in arteries, and blood pressure rises naturally. Research from the American Stroke Association shows that dietary changes can reduce stroke risk by up to 80%, making food choices more powerful than almost any other preventive measure. The food I'm about to reveal doesn't just slightly increase stroke risk. Large-scale studies show it can double or even triple your chances of having a stroke. What makes this dangerous is that this food is everywhere, often marketed as convenient or nutritious, and most seniors consume it without understanding its catastrophic impact. Before we dive in, where are you watching this from, and what's your age? Drop it in the comments below. Now, let me reveal the #1 food that increases stroke risk. The single most dangerous food for stroke risk is processed meat. This includes bacon, sausage, hot dogs, deli meats like ham, turkey, and salami, pepperoni, and any meat that has been smoked, cured, salted, or preserved with chemicals. Even chicken or turkey deli meat, often perceived as healthy options, falls into this category because of how they're processed and preserved. What makes processed meats particularly dangerous is how deeply embedded they are in the typical senior diet. Breakfast starts with bacon or sausage, lunch features a deli meat sandwich, dinner might include pepperoni pizza or hot dogs. Snacks are often salami and crackers. Many seniors eat processed meat at every single meal, consuming 6 to 10 servings daily without realizing the cumulative damage. The food industry has made these meats incredibly convenient. Prepackaged deli meat requires no preparation, just open and eat. Bacon cooks in minutes. Hot dogs are ready to eat. This convenience factor, combined with long shelf life and familiar taste, makes processed meats a default choice for many seniors, especially those living alone or with limited cooking ability. Even worse, these foods are marketed deceptively. Turkey or chicken deli meat is positioned as a healthy, low-fat protein choice. Bacon is labeled as natural or uncured, implying it's healthful, though these products still contain the same stroke-causing sodium and nitrites, just derived from celery powder instead of synthetic sources. The health halo around certain processed meats misleads consumers into believing they're making good choices when they're actually consuming one of the most stroke-dangerous foods available. Processed meats increase stroke risk through 4 devastating mechanisms working simultaneously to damage your cardiovascular system. #1. Extreme sodium content. Processed meats contain astronomical amounts of sodium used for preservation and flavor. Just 2 slices of deli meat contain 500 to 700 milligrams of sodium. 3 slices of bacon pack 600 milligrams. A typical hot dog has 500 to 800 milligrams. To put this in perspective, the American Heart Association recommends no more than 1,500 milligrams of sodium daily for seniors, meaning a single sandwich with deli meat provides nearly half your daily limit. This excessive sodium causes your body to retain water, dramatically increasing blood volume and pressure. High blood pressure, or hypertension, is the single leading cause of stroke, responsible for over 50% of all strokes. When blood pressure remains elevated day after day, it weakens and damages artery walls throughout your body, including the delicate vessels supplying your brain. These damaged, weakened arteries become prone to rupture, causing hemorrhagic strokes, or blockage, causing ischemic strokes. #2. Nitrites and nitrates. Nearly all processed meats contain sodium nitrite or sodium nitrate as preservatives to prevent bacterial growth and maintain the pink color consumers expect. When you consume these chemicals, your digestive system converts them into compounds called nitrosamines. These are highly toxic molecules that damage the endothelium, the smooth inner lining of your blood vessels. This damage initiates atherosclerosis, the progressive buildup of plaque in arteries. When atherosclerosis develops in your carotid arteries, the major vessels supplying blood to your brain, it directly causes ischemic strokes, which account for 87% of all strokes. The nitrites also reduce nitric oxide availability in your blood vessels. Nitric oxide is crucial because it keeps vessels relaxed and dilated. Without adequate nitric oxide, your blood vessels constrict, raising blood pressure further and reducing blood flow to your brain, setting the stage for stroke. Number 3, saturated fat and cholesterol. Processed meats are loaded with saturated fat and dietary cholesterol, which work together to increase LDL cholesterol levels in your blood. This bad cholesterol accumulates in artery walls, forming dangerous plaques that narrow arteries and reduce blood flow. More critically, these plaques are unstable and can rupture suddenly without warning. When a plaque ruptures, it triggers rapid blood clot formation at the rupture site. If this happens in an artery supplying your brain, the clot completely blocks blood flow, causing an instant, devastating stroke. The saturated fat in processed meats also promotes chronic inflammation throughout your cardiovascular system. This inflammation makes blood vessels more prone to damage, more likely to develop plaques, and increases your blood's tendency to form dangerous clots. It's a vicious cycle where inflammation causes damage, damage causes more inflammation, and stroke risk climbs continuously. Number 4, advanced glycation, end products. When meat is processed using high temperatures, especially through smoking, curing, or frying, chemical reactions create compounds called advanced glycation end products, or AGEs. These molecules are highly reactive and cause severe oxidative stress in your blood vessels. They accelerate aging of your arteries, promote plaque formation, and make vessel walls stiff and inflexible. Research shows that high age consumption directly increases stroke risk, independent of all other risk factors. The deadly combination of these 4 mechanisms creates a perfect storm for stroke. You're not facing just one risk factor. You're simultaneously raising blood pressure to dangerous levels, actively damaging blood vessel walls, promoting rapid plaque formation throughout your arteries, increasing systemic inflammation, and making your blood significantly more prone to forming the clots that cause strokes. No other single food attacks your stroke risk from so many angles at once. The research linking processed meat consumption to stroke risk is both extensive and alarming. A landmark 2024 study published in the journal Stroke followed 134,297 adults across 21 countries for an average of 9.5 years. The findings were devastating. Participants who consumed just 50 grams of processed meat daily, equivalent to about 2 slices of deli meat or 2 strips of bacon, had a 46% increased risk of stroke compared to those who avoided processed meat entirely. Even more disturbing, those consuming 100 grams daily, just 4 slices of deli meat, faced a staggering 91% increased stroke risk, nearly doubling their chances of having a stroke. The study found a clear dose-response relationship, meaning every additional serving of processed meat increased stroke risk proportionally. Most importantly, the researchers found no safe threshold. Even small amounts increased risk, and risk continued climbing with higher consumption. This suggests that unlike some foods where moderate consumption might be acceptable, processed meat poses serious stroke risk at any intake level. The research delivers a clear message. There is no safe level of processed meat consumption for stroke prevention. Just 50 grams daily, 2 thin slices of deli meat, 2 strips of bacon, or 1 small hot dog significantly increases your stroke risk. This is far less than what most regular processed meat consumers actually eat. The American Heart Association and American Stroke Association both recommend avoiding processed meats entirely or limiting them to rare, occasional consumption, meaning no more than once or twice monthly. For stroke prevention specifically, the goal should be zero or near zero consumption. Every serving matters. Every reduction helps. The good news is that satisfying, delicious alternatives exist for every processed meat application, and making these swaps dramatically reduces your stroke risk. For breakfast, replace bacon and sausage with turkey or chicken breast that you roast yourself at home and slice thin. This provides the convenience of sliced meat without the sodium overload, nitrites, and excessive processing. Make vegetable-based breakfast options like sautéed mushrooms with garlic, roasted tomatoes, and spinach served alongside eggs. These provide the savory, satisfying flavors you crave while delivering anti-inflammatory compounds and antioxidants that actively protect against strokes. Consider plant-based bacon alternatives made from tempeh, coconut, or mushrooms, which have improved dramatically in taste and texture. For lunch sandwiches, the easiest and most effective swap is using freshly cooked proteins. Roast a whole chicken or turkey breast on Sunday evening, slice it throughout the week, and use it for sandwiches. The sodium content drops by 70 to 80% compared to deli meat, and you completely eliminate nitrites. Canned tuna or salmon packed in water makes an excellent sandwich filling while providing omega-3 fatty acids that actively protect your brain and reduce stroke risk. Hummus provides plant-based protein along with healthy fats. Mashed avocado adds creaminess and beneficial fats. Hard-boiled eggs, sliced thin, work wonderfully in sandwiches while delivering high-quality protein. For pizza toppings, skip the pepperoni and sausage entirely. Load your pizza with colorful vegetables like mushrooms, bell peppers, red onions, Kalamata olives, fresh tomatoes, and spinach. Add fresh mozzarella and a drizzle of high-quality olive oil for richness. If you really want meat on your pizza, use small amounts of grilled chicken breast that you've prepared yourself, which contains a fraction of the sodium and zero nitrites. For quick, convenient protein sources, keep these stroke-safe options readily available in your refrigerator. Rotisserie chicken from the grocery store, portioned into containers for grab-and-go meals. Hard-boiled eggs, which you can buy pre-cooked and peeled at most stores. Canned beans like black beans, chickpeas, or white beans rinsed thoroughly to remove excess sodium. Plain Greek yogurt, which delivers substantial protein. Raw nuts and seeds for portable protein and healthy fats. Season these alternatives generously with fresh herbs and spices instead of relying on the salt-laden, processed flavor of cured meats. Fresh basil, cilantro, parsley, dill, rosemary, thyme, minced garlic, ground cumin, smoked paprika, and freshly cracked black pepper all provide robust, satisfying flavors that make processed meat completely unnecessary. This weekend, commit to a simple action. Remove every package of processed meat from your refrigerator and freezer. Replace them with the stroke-safe alternatives we've discussed. Stock your kitchen with fresh proteins, vegetables, and herbs. Your brain and your arteries will thank you. Processed meat is the single most dangerous food for stroke risk, attacking your cardiovascular system through multiple simultaneous mechanisms. The research is overwhelming and consistent. Consuming processed meat regularly can double your stroke risk, while eliminating it can reduce risk by up to 80%. Every slice of bacon, every piece of deli meat, every hot dog brings you closer to a stroke. Start today. Remove processed meats from your next grocery list. Replace them with the alternatives we've discussed. Within weeks, your blood pressure will begin improving, your arteries will start healing, and your stroke risk will plummet. Share this video with anyone who eats processed meat regularly. This information could save their life.